Boom, starting recording. Now you guys can slur and everything. You guys, will be on YouTube forever.
Good morning, everyone.
How was your sleep, Kaz? Did you have a nice one?
So I woke up and I underslept, and I woke up again and I had overslept.
All right. Well, so last time we played, you guys were watching the winter nymph after you guys captured her and dragged her down the hill. She was acting weird with changing colors of her eyes from like a light periwinkle bluish to a hazel brown. You guys didn't know what was happening. You guys assumed that she's possessed by a demon of some sorts, and then you guys captured her and took her down. On the way down, Mira almost died due to frostbite, but you guys managed to cure it away. But then you guys made a base camp at the crossroads because you guys were expecting the summer nymph within 2 days. So one night went down, and Anzen went missing. You guys didn't know where he went, and then Casey went to go look for him. And then you guys found some tracks. Anzen was in like some type of a tussle before ripping out some fur and flesh. And you guys were like, "Yeah, good job, Anzen." But then you guys didn't end up finding him that day, and you guys figured it was safer to wait for the nymph. You guys presumed that Anzen would be in the lycanthrope area since the fur that you guys found was made up of a lichen. So as the day went on, you guys got bored, so you guys wanted to do some hunting. And you guys tracked down a displacer beast and slayed it. It was a very, very easy fight because I mean it's a 1 against 5. Yeah, it was a 1 against 5. So I was like, there's really nothing it could have done except for try to run away from you guys. But luckily, Aldor picked up the Sentinel feat, which pretty much defeated the purpose of everything.
What was it?
And then while you guys were scavenging it, Azell, you looked into your bag, stuffing the leathers away, and you realized that the flower that the spring nymph have given you has bloomed, and you guys made an appointment to meet up with the spring nymph.
Just at that moment.
No.
That's important. At that very moment.
You realized that it was open.
No. At that very moment.
Oh,
it's
sure.
Okay. Very important.
Okay.
It was not doing it the entire time.
Okay, sure. So, you guys made an appointment with the spring nymph. You guys told her that you guys had something to tell her about the fall nymph, but that you guys want to be in person to do so, meet up at the crossroads, and then eventually she came because, once more the fall nymph was her best friend. And then you guys slowly but surely gave her the information, and she took it very, very harsh, but she's keeping it strong. Drive safe. And then you guys were taking shifts to watch the winter nymph and make sure nothing attacked you guys. And Azell, you tried to make conversation with the winter nymph, but she was being a bitch, as you guys have already described her. And then you guys pass it on to Kaz, I believe was the last one. Yeah.
Yes.
And then nothing happened. So then Kaz, you woke up the next person and then fell asleep yourself. And then this is where the game's gonna start. But Kaz, I'm gonna move you for a moment. Just be right back.
Okay.
So, as you guys wake up, the birds are chirping, sun's in your face. You feel this large warmth in the distance, but as you guys wake up, you guys don't see Kaz. Instead, you guys see a blue-skinned female creature where Kaz was sleeping. I'm going to drag him back right now. All right, so as you guys wake up from your slumber, you guys wake up to the sun rising over your head. You hear birds chirping, but what really gets you is that there's a booming heat in the distance that seems to be coming closer to you guys.
I wonder what that is.
think she's on her way.
Is it visible?
Waking up, no, you don't really see this heat
That
necessarily,
is
but
really
you do see that it is coming from the summer nymphs area. You do see, like, you know, the heat radiating off the ground.
Who?
Oh boy.
Kaz is sleeping? Who was watching after?
I believe it was
Okay.
Anz and that Kaz woke up afterwards.
I thought I woke up.
Okay.
I thought I woke Plague up. I don't remember.
It doesn't
I
I
matter.
tried to wake Plague up
Oh,
'cause
he-
I like him not sleeping.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it was Plague then. It was
At this
Plague.
point, it's an NPC either way.
Yeah. So you guys eventually wake up. You guys get the idea that the summer nymph is coming in.
Are we allowed to address Kaz, or is that
Yeah.
still a
No,
secret?
no,
right
no,
now?
no. You guys can address it.
Hey, Aldor. Aldor.
Yes,
You see what I'm seeing?
Kaz.
What?
What did you do with Kaz?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Aldor, tie him up. Aldor, get him.
Wait.
Don't
what?
let it escape. Don't let it
Hold on,
escape,
wait.
Aldor.
Oh, wait, what's going on? Is there an enemy stand?
Aldor, get it. It's gonna run away.
Are you
Does
gonna?
it look like Kaz?
It's an imposter.
It
Roll for
it does not look like Kaz. No,
Roll
This
for
text speaks
initiative.
like Kaz. Does it look like Kaz?
it speaks like Kaz,
Alright.
but does not look like Kaz.
Anson,
With my
Get the roll
perception, can
foul.
I see anything different about myself?
As at the moment being alert and seeing that Aldor is being very aggressive towards you, you're kind of like, you know, being a little bit defensive. Unless, so Aldor, are you gonna make a contest or not of strength?
It seems like a silly idea, but
I think
no,
it's
I
you need to
won't.
be
So
safe.
I'll just be on guard right now.
Okay.
need to be safe.
So taking this moment as Aldor seemed to have let his guard down just a little bit, because hearing your voice, you know, it's weird. You look down at yourself and you see that you have blue skin. You have breasts, and you are of a feminine feature.
Oh, it's a girl.
Daddy? Do I still sound like myself?
Yeah, as far as you could tell, because they seem to recognize your voice.
Am I shorter than normal?
You see from your own height.
Oh, okay.
You got some splaining to do, mister.
I don't-
Ma'am?
Mrs. Ma'am.
I don't know how to explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
One issue at a time, okay?
All right,
Summer
Aldor, he's
nymphs
not
on
being
their
cooperative.
way.
We need to tie him up.
Wait,
I'm
time me
having-
up. Okay, hold on. You're not touching.
I am no longer having any part in this conversation. We are focusing on one challenge at a time.
This is
Oh.
pretty challenging.
Okay, summer nymphs on their way. That's the closest challenge. We can deal with this next, and then go get Anzen.
Do I know what kind of creature he looks like?
a nymph.
Oh, it looks like a nymph.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The spring nymph will address the elephant in the room.
What did you do to him?
and
You do to me.
and she would say, "Why are you imitating my sister?"
What?
Wait a minute.
Perv.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, Kaz,
What?
take the mask off.
Oh. I
You
don't have
put
the mask on.
on?
I don't have the mask on. I gave the mask. Wait, did I get? Oh wait, no, it is a mask, huh?
Yeah, it is a mask. It's a
Okay,
different mask.
He put it on.
Let's hit it
What?
with that. Let's hit it with that disenchantment.
Hit it with that disenchantment.
So you're gonna try to take it off?
Yeah.
Okay, take it. Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh, that man.
One S20, nice.
Okay. So you start reaching for the mask, right? And then once more the thought of you wanting to keep this mask hits you, and then you realize, oh hell, I ain't no chick, and you take it off. You take it off, and the image fades, and Kaz returns to his normal self.
That's better.
Yeah, this is a
Want your
lot better.
mask back as well?
A little bit. I haven't needed it yet.
So, well, I don't understand why were you imitating my sister?
He's a pervert.
That's you, Azell. Remember the children. You know what she did to the children.
Don't remind me. That was a dark time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The summer nymph just kind of like cocks her head in confusion. But yeah, yeah. So that happened.
Wait,
You said summer, so she's here.
Oh, sorry, winter, spring. Sorry, spring nymph. I'm sorry.
One of the seasons.
Yeah,
A nymph.
a nymph cocks her head.
How's winter nymph looking?
She's bound and gagged.
As per.
What color are her eyes?
Wait.
Turning her over, you see that it is periwinkle.
Was I just like a generic nymph, or was it is like what kind of was I like?
The fall nymph, or one of the ones present, or
Yeah, what kind of nymph was it?
Again, the spring nymph confirmed that you were the fall nymph. Oh, yeah. She's just its sister, right? Yes.
Yeah,
sister,
she just said sisters.
Yeah, so yeah, fall nymph.
but the DM just said fall.
Yeah, so too late. Yeah, I already spoiled it.
I mean, whatever.
Anyways, you're the nymph, right?
Yes, I
Shut up.
I could have rolled with that. Damn.
She kind
am.
of just
She fucking do.
she kind of
Yeah,
just
she
rolls
know.
her eyes at you.
I go ahead and gag her.
Okay, young
Mistake.
gagger.
Don't do it.
You guys also realize that there's a conflict with the weather as the hot and cold just keeps colliding with one another.
So it's in that. So 1 second, I feel like I'm freezing my ass off. The next second, I'm
Yeah,
sweating
it's
bullets.
like someone's fucking around with the thermostat. That's what it feels like. Like this is gonna cost you a lot of money. Fucking
What, are we
around.
gonna try and air condition the whole neighborhood?
Exactly. Thanks, Dad. So, yeah, you ungag her. You gonna say anything, or you just ungag her?
Just on.
Okay.
Mistake. Don't do it.
Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't know.
So then, you ungag her, and then she just looks at you with pretty much I can't really describe the face. An undescribable face.
Ouch.
But yeah, she is very unhappy at the moment, you know,
Wonder why.
being tied and everything. But yeah. After a moment, you guys would see this this red light coming over the hill. Shielding your eyes for a bit and like adjusting to this newfound light. You guys can see that this is the summer nymph. Jesus Christ, she is wearing this this dress made up of flames, you know, draping down to the floor as she comes walking down. She's looking very, very formal. When she gets down to where you guys are, she asks, well, I thought this was a family reunion. Why aren't they dressed up?
It was going to be fairly casual,
Where's-
nothing too
Wait, there's a dress code?
Someone say Kaz.
casual. Casual. Cas.
And then she'll then say, and why is my sister bounded?
She's possessed.
She
We
was
need
mean
to
to us.
address that. No, she's real mean.
And then the spring nymph will say, "It's good to see you again, sister. Yes, these travelers from a far realm have come here to join us together, and well, she was being a little bit stubborn, or and then the summer nymph would say, "Oh, like a bitch." Yes, these travelers
exactly.
called her a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, we're all on the same page here.
and then she's like, well, where's the fall nymph? And then
That is something that we do
Totally.
need to discuss as well.
so what are you guys gonna say about it? Are you just
We tell Summer
just spill the beans?
fall. Yeah.
Just spill the beans. So you guys spill the
Does she
beans to
care?
her, and then she's like, oh, that's unfortunate. I guess someone gets to claim her land. More for me, I guess, right?
I want it.
And then, the spring nymph kind of like gets mad, and she's like, "You wouldn't dare do such a thing."
Oh,
Oh no.
We're trying to figure stuff out. Does us no good to fight.
And then the winter nymph would be like, "Let them fight. It's what they've been doing for years."
You also need to cooperate with us.
You're not helping.
Adzin and Keisu are just kind of like, yeah.
Oh, Anson, you're back.
I've always been here. Remember, I came back. I said I had a little tussle. I found some berries. One thing led to another, and now I'm back.
He's easy to forget about.
Yeah, I am quite small. Fuck you guys.
Hey, I was gonna say that. All right, enough smart ass Aldor.
Too short for a human.
Aldor is not a human.
Isn't Aldor short for a human?
He's not a human.
I'm an elf.
He's a half elf.
Yeah, half elf. But aren't you shorter than like an average human?
Average.
Yeah.
A little taller, I'm taller than humans, but shorter than elves.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Anyways.
so the spring nymph would then explain that you guys were getting them together so that you guys can help the lichens, because she knows that much, unlike the other two. And then they will the summon nymph would be like, "Why are we helping them? They've done nothing for us except for just being mad and killing one another." And then she
I
would.
thought we were cool.
No, she's talking about the lichens.
Yeah, the lichens.
Oh, the lichens.
I thought we were cool. Yeah, I
I thought we were cool.
Yeah, and then the winter nymph will also agree. Like, yeah, the reason why we decided to separate was because of their fighting. They just couldn't unite as one, and it's just pointless.
Okay. Ben,
What?
how many years has it been since you've separated?
And then the spring nymph will say once more, "Usually we tell by the seasons, but being in our own season."
Yeah, wouldn't
So if
this
it's
place be a
been-
much more temperate zone if they worked together? Like, wouldn't everything be more balanced if they worked together?
But there's no fall right now for some reason. So
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to figure out. So
Yeah,
what
we
happened
need
to
it.
fall?
So before there was conflict with me and my sisters, we would trade the seasons so that, you know, plants and animals can flourish. But after the separation, you know, we just did our own thing. Figured it would be better than us fighting each other.
Alright. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what happened with Paul. We do that. Maybe there's a way that we can resurrect her, bring her back. Her soul has to be somewhere, does it not?
Doesn't have to be.
The spring nymph will speak and say, "I don't really understand the whole soul thing and whatnot."
Her being, her essence.
This guy right here knows all about that. He's religious.
I am a religious man.
And then the summer nymph would be like, it's kind of like a phoenix, you know? Like they don't necessarily
Yes.
die. They just come back. And like
Yes.
there's always a part of them that's able to bring them back, so long as that's still alive. You bring it back.
Nymphs are like phoenixes.
No.
That's how we're describing life
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
Come on, keep up with the analogy.
Yeah, seriously, man. Give it the program, but yeah. And then the winter nymph just kind of rolls over to face away from you guys. And then yeah. So last spring nymph, last time we spoke was too long ago. I don't really know about time, but we were thinking about joining together to make our side of the land, somewhat of an alliance, so that maybe we can bring them back together. But then she never showed up.
Seems for a good reason.
Well, now I know why. So
She's dead.
yes, you don't have to remind me.
She's not completely gone. Okay, we still saw that her power was in effect.
Yeah, she's
All
still
right,
providing
then.
for the land.
All right, Mr. Religion, get on that pray and resurrect this shit.
Guys, help me
Alright.
out. I'm going to need some powerful spell slots here.
All right, I start rubbing my hands together real fast.
Plague joins you and he says, "By the ancients guide you."
Shut
Oh
up.
my god.
Anyways,
Did it work? Did it work?
all right, oh.
So
We need
both
some
you guys
checks here.
roll a d20. Either religion or arcana, whichever one's better.
Oh, I'm rolling religion.
Oh, go for that straight up prayer.
You know what's
See.
best? I have 0 on both.
That's terrible. What kind of paladin?
Survival.
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
So I'm just hold on. I'm gonna give you a heads up, Curtis. You sound a little bit muffled.
Do I?
That
Mhm.
is, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Curtis, you sounded a bit gay there.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get that dick out of your mouth, man. So Kaz, yeah. These fey creatures, you understand them a bit, not too much, because you don't really study fey. You know gnomish and celestial. Celestial's a
Right.
different thing, but yeah, you do know of some rituals that can theoretically res someone back from the dead, depending on how long they've been dead.
Mm.
The longer they've been dead, the harder it is to bring back. But you don't have the necessary spell slots to do so. You guys would need to find a stronger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we need someone super strong.
All right, we got none. I hate to say it, but what if we had Vivian?
I'm good.
KC would be like, yeah,
So
I'd rather not have her around.
Is this better?
what section of the land would Vivian have been in?
What do you mean? Oh, when you
That-
guys found her?
Yeah.
Summer.
Really?
Mhm.
Say, none of you wouldn't happen to know of a little halfling.
So
If you bring her here, I'm leaving.
I'll remind you once again because you have your keen memory. The landmass of Summer was separated by a large lake. Vivian was on one side of the lake, and Summer Nymph was on the other.
Alright. She would have been just outside of your territory. As I point to Summer Nymph.
She would be like, yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't really pay
I told her
attention
that
to what's going
she's the
around.
one that killed the fall nymph.
Yeah, but I don't know who she is. I've just again been just doing my own
Alright,
things,
alright.
you know. Actually, I've been raising some phoenixes. That's the only reason why I know stuff about phoenix. And she sees that everyone's looking at her. She kind of like,
Off.
yeah.
Okay. We'll put that problem to the side. Out there, we got it. Now, how do we solve Winter's problem that she has?
Let me give this let me get a crack at it.
Sure.
All right, we let the ranger have at it.
All right. I go up to her.
All right.
Put my hands on both of her shoulders,
Okay.
and I shake her.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Did it work?
She looks at you with anger in her eyes. And
Yeah. What's new?
she says, "You're lucky my hands are bound, or else I would have thrown you across this world."
We've kicked your ass already. You're gonna start playing ball here, or this isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll smack you down.
And then the spring nymph's like, "Please, no, please, I don't want any violence." And then summer nymph's like, "Yeah, beat her!"
Yeah, we got one.
What?
Yeah, and then Mirai would be like, "This is completely unpleasant."
This is happening.
And then Plague just kind of like,
Fuck is he?
Doing his thing.
So she, make a intimidation check.
Oh yeah. Intimidate that shit. I just realized I don't have my character sheet up.
Don't worry, just roll.
I'm worrying about all about the
Yeah, +2.
weak. Mixed results.
So you're like, "Tell us what happened to you." All right,
Okay, I'm gonna hit her with that cause fear.
Okay.
And I use I use thaumaturgy. I'm intimidating. So yeah, thaumaturgy in the eyes.
Wait, what'd you say?
Okay. So roll with the advantage then. So Azell, roll with the advantage.
Oh, is it advantage?
Yeah, with the thaumaturgy. Yeah. Okay, so you
Nope.
still got that 13. So Kaz.
Get that cause fear.
Okay. So you start casting the incantation of cause fear, right? You start making the symbols into the air, right? And then you grab your holy symbol and you give it one gentle kiss, and then you point at the winter nymph, and then your mind somewhat seeps into the depths of her subconscious before being repelled outwards.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't think it worked.
Alright.
Damn, she's
That,
tough.
So that's
Yeah, that didn't work.
yeah, that's one first level spell done.
Ooh, that was a big oof right there.
Yep.
God.
Ooh. And then she
What'd you see?
Not good.
Not good.
yeah, and then she yells at you once more. She's like, "You damn tiefling, let me go!"
She's mean.
And yeah, you guys
Alright,
just kind of yelling at each other.
Azell, go. You tried. You tried.
She's a bitch.
You tried. Back off.
And then Spring Nymph would be like, "Wait, I thought bitch was a good thing." And then Summer's, "No, bitch is a bad thing."
It's very bad.
All right. So Aldor, what are you doing? Or are you just pulling her off?
I'm pulling Azell off. If you don't cooperate with us, we can't help you. It's as simple as that.
And I never asked for help.
Oh,
Well, you're
it doesn't
getting
matter.
Yeah. Even if we had to beat the help into you.
Those that need the most help never ask for it.
What is this, an intervention?
Those who need
Yes.
the most help get hit.
Yeah.
We're tired of your alcohol problem here, Winter Nymph.
Azell, I think
I
we're
miss
getting
the
off
old
track.
you.
Spring Nymph, we need a heartfelt confession here.
uh, uh, I, I, I guess I'm just gonna say what I said earlier. I miss the old you. You know,
Heartfelt.
before you protected us, and now you just shunned away from us. I mean, again, me and Fall Nymph we're going to make an alliance and try to get the sisters back together. But I mean, you two just went and did your own thing. You yelled at us, and then she just kind of walked away. And she's like, I was doing my own things. I mean, if you guys came and said hi to me, I would have said hi back. and then yeah. And then the summer nymph was like, well, you know, I always hated you, right? Because
Damn.
your season was always too cold for me, so just didn't like it.
Okay,
Just didn't like it.
Okay, that's just what's going to happen. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't control that one.
No,
Family works through that shit.
I
How the
mean,
universe works.
I mean, having some time for myself, you know, I came to the understanding that there has to be cycles. That if it was just summer all year round, you know, things
You see what happens.
Yeah,
It turns
things-
into ashes.
things die. So yeah, I miss seeing, you know, all of this. And she points around and sees that all the other seasons, especially points towards the spring nymph. Like, that is just so beautiful, and I miss it. And then the winter nymph.
Aldor, I think we need to try a little good cop, bad cop.
Well, it's working.
We are.
Yeah. You're the bad cop. Yeah.
What? I want to be the good cop.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I love you. I just want to know what's wrong. So the winter nymph will contemplate for a moment. You can see that there is a little bit of troubled in her eyes, and then she starts jittering, twitching, and then she seems to be grunting. You guys understand that once more her eyes are going back and forth between the colors as she is seems to be struggling with something internal.
I get the gag ready.
Oh my god.
Anyone have I think it's like a parasite. We need to flesh out the parasite.
And then Anzin walks up to Aldor and he's like, what are you gonna do with that? Are you...
In case she turns back again and tries to get us.
Well, I mean, her hands are bounded. What can she cast?
Fuck if I know.
It's a fucking
No, that's fine. It's better safe than sorry. I completely understand you. And then yeah, Keisu will be like, you know, I'm just gonna leave you guys here. I'll keep eyes out around us while you guys are having your.
Don't stray too far like Anzin did.
Oh no, I'll be invisible range. And then she walks away, and then Mirai would say, you know, I remember something like this happening in the Shadow Veil, where the eye colors would change and the person's personality would change as well. But
Well, that's good to know.
God, Mirai for plot convenience.
I don't know what it is. I just know it's from the Shadow Veil as well. Jeez.
Damn it.
You guys are so unpleasant sometimes.
All right, I'm gonna lean down real close to this winter nymph.
Mm-hmm. And she attempts to headbutt you, but then she's bounded.
Nice try. If you want us to untie you, you're gonna have to help us out here. You know, you help us out, we help you out. Also,
we
Mr.
beat
Good Cop
ya.
back there has some donuts.
Oh, we beat ya!
What?
Mr. Good
No,
Cop
that's
back there
not
got
how
some donuts.
We can't both be good cops.
We're two bad cops.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Yeah, it's-
I was the good cop.
It's Good Cop, and Kaz is the bad cop. As he's like, yeah, we're gonna beat you. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. So she's struggling and you know trying to keep things in, and then so some of them would say, oh something like this happened in the summer as well.
Oh, thank God.
It was those there's these red little guys, and she opens her hand roughly around like a head size, right? So like you could justify that they were really small, maybe like a foot tall, and like you know their eye colors were changed, and they'll be running around doing stuff, and you know they're annoying me, so I burnt them.
So we should burn her.
I mean,
No.
it's stopped the grunting, and then Spring's
No.
like, no, we're not killing her. We already lost one sister. We can't afford
Hey,
to lose more.
We didn't say kill. We said burn. They're very different things.
Seeing how they are opposites, I don't think burning would help either.
She might melt. That is a good point.
And then Summer's like, I mean, at the very least, I could burn her wings. She didn't have those before.
Do they not have wings?
None of them do.
Oh. I thought she just had different wings.
No, I
I
said
mean, she did try.
I said unlike the other nymphs, she has these bird-like wings.
Hey, let's chop them off.
But Anzin, I took so long to fucking tie them together.
Which will make it easier to cut them off. Thank you very much.
Don't cut the rope. It's gonna cost me a fortune to fix it.
Oh yeah, it's the magic rope.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's connected. somehow. Maybe removing them might actually do something. Like honestly.
Let's save that option for right now. Let's
Yeah.
see if she fights this or not. Okay.
Table it.
Okay, so I'm going to see who it is.
Kaz, guidance.
No, it's just a roll d20. I roll two d20s. I have two different colors. One is one is the other.
What if I?
Yes, Kaz, guidance on the winter.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. It's the same person. Guidance
No,
affects
she gets plus rolls.
guidance affects a creature. So technically they both get it. So, but anyways, the winter nymph does return to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, as she.
This honestly, this seems painful to you. Are you enjoying this?
This is very embarrassing to be done in front of my other sisters.
Well, we had the option on the
Yes.
mountain, but you weren't being very receptive then.
Well, if it happens again, I would like to be alone.
Well, that.
Or
we're
you can
here
just
to-
tell us what the problem is.
and we can make sure it never happens again.
We're very compelling.
Yeah. Yeah. No. She will then say, "Secret's already out, I guess. Just trying to keep
Yeah.
this away from my sisters, but no,
Real big
no,
secret.
you travelers from another world, persist onwards."
I give her the finger gun. Yeah, bad cop. Pew, pew.
The first thing
You're lying back there.
the first thing I thought of was the point down at Omae Mo. But but yeah, so she will then explain that a sky folk fell from the sky, and she went to go investigate it. This sky folk fell towards the fall nymph. She went and investigated it, and upon finding the sky folk who wasn't who was on the ground but wasn't in the area that you guys found underneath where you guys found her dead, she attempted to dispose the skyfolk, because once more, the skyfolk and the groundspeople have conflict. But then the skyfolk pleaded for life. Yeah. His wings were broken, and he just wants to return back to the sky. Given enough time for his wings to recover, he would do so and leave everything else unharmed. And the winter nymph let down her guard for a brief moment before she realized that she has some type of a connection with this skyfolk. She didn't know what, but she felt like she felt a tugging sensation. And then she decided to help this skyfolk up before suddenly these cows, the herds came in, guarding their land and thrashed about.
Wait, the cows?
Yeah, the cows that you guys saw drinking from the lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were protecting their land from the skyfolk. So they attacked and thrashed about. Before they knew it, this person died, and then I went to go bury them in my land because I wanted to be with this person. And then next thing I knew, this as I hold this skyfolk in my hand, he deteriorated into this light, and next thing I knew, these wings protruded out of my back, and I was fighting someone or something for control over my body, and that's what I'm doing. But I blacked out, and when I reawoke, and then she looks at the nymphs. As you can see, that there's sadness, discomfort, uneasiness in her face as she utters out the words. I was standing next to Lilia, and then they you look at the other two, and their face just drops pale, and then she will explain to you guys, I killed I killed her.
Shock
Alright.
and awe. So, what do we do with all this?
Well, there's that information.
right,
Vivian's no longer a culprit.
God.
And
It was just a theory.
yeah, and then she'll say, "If you guys want to kill me, I will understand."
Let's do it.
No,
Bad cop, calm down.
No.
But it seems
Alright,
that whomever is in me wants to return to the sky.
Okay, so, we need to exercise this thing.
I don't think simple exorcism will do. Kaz, what's your
No, I got
opinion?
this. I got a pretty good exercising technique.
No.
You jump on her stomach and you push it out.
I like that idea.
No.
The summer nymph would be like, "Oh, kind of like vomiting."
Yeah, just like that.
I think there's
Yeah, the spring.
something involved.
Yeah, the spring
no.
nymph has fallen to her knees, now hearing all this newfound information. Again.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Mira goes over to comfort her.
Maybe pray for an exorcism? Or do we know any symbols that they don't like?
We have a Kaz, and Kaz has a god.
We do
and
have a
that
cat.
god likes souls.
Does it?
It loves souls, dude. Let me tell
What
you.
if
Let me tell you.
what if we trade this soul for the fall nymph soul?
I think I actually need a few more souls too. Then I think about it.
Hmm.
It's not a bad idea. Guys, why don't you see if you can communicate?
Otherwise,
I'm not sure how strong the connection might be here in the Feywilds, but who knows?
well,
I've actually had more luck here than other places, so.
well, otherwise, I'm thinking, is there like a symbol that these guys don't like?
The Skyfolk?
Yeah. Maybe we carve up something that would repel it.
I think we're past that.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Kaz, are you going to try to make a ritual check to contact Zyzel?
Yeah, I'm gonna start by laying down a fuck ton of incense.
all the
I'm gonna
incense.
I'm gonna strap some to my head and then sit in the circle.
All right, make
Is that a standard ton or a
make
metric
a
ton?
religion check.
Let's see here.
With advantage due to the amount of incense?
The incense doesn't matter.
Darn it.
Incense is simply aesthetic.
Simply.
Okay, so you don't believe you're going to get a reply, but you do believe she's listening. So if you want to say anything.
So you see our plan. You've heard our plan. Now execute it in Kaz words.
Please.
So, I've got the soul here, right? And it needs to come out. And you can have it if you want it. But we gotta get that thing out of there.
So, yeah, no reply.
Strong silent type.
Well, I guess we gotta use our bare hands.
All right. Someone get the knife.
What?
And then yeah,
No.
the spring nymph is kind of like in shock, and then the winter nymph is like, "What? A knife?
Stop.
What?"
Stop.
I don't pretend to know.
I use spiritual weapon and conjure a knife.
Okay.
I don't honestly pretend to know anything about exorcism, so.
Okay, so using spiritual weapon, are you being serious about that?
Yes.
Okay, so using spiritual weapon, a knife appears. Wait, nah, Kaz, you traded out spiritual weapon for silence, remember?
Oh, that's right.
I did. No!
Yeah, you did.
No. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
So yeah. All right, so yeah. So I mean, Plague's like, well, I got some knives, I got some daggers here.
No.
And Mirai looks at him. Mirai looks at him, like, I don't have daggers here.
Fucking paladin over here being a spoil sport. Do you got any better ideas, man? I'm thinking knives.
The ancients could probably take it out.
Shut up, Plague. You're a pure rogue, not a paladin.
Can we stealth check it away from her? Get that rogue up in there.
What was this for?
No, I'm saying the rogue should sleight of hand the spirit.
Oh, right.
I think that might require a few more checks and a lot more
Yeah,
materials.
you're gonna need to make a
a 20 and
yeah, no, so you're gonna need to make a religion stealth check and then a regular stealth check.
religion stealth check.
Yeah.
Which
I like
Kaz is
it.
not. Which Plague is not proficient.
Well, this glove is magic.
Which would be a religion minus stealth. Nah. But yeah. So aside from that, you guys have 3 of the 4 nymphs. Kaz portrayed one of the nymphs. And
Creepy.
yeah.
Kaz, How did you know what the other nymph looked like?
I wanted to blame it on Spring Nymph.
But Spring Nymph didn't tell us what she looked like. Nothing.
Son of an ass.
No, but she's
Yeah.
the last
You
person
were
I
what-
communicated with before I went to Schlump.
Okay, Azell, exactly how do you change forms while you're wearing the mask?
Magic.
Okay,
I mean, he's
DM,
not wrong.
explain how the magic works here.
So
You gotta know what they look like.
you gotta know what they look like.
Yeah.
You can sound like them if you heard them speak for at least a minute.
Yeah. Which is not hard to do. But
And then the spell lasts 8 hours.
yeah. What if we offer the spirit an alternate host? Maybe a better host.
She mentioned the tugging, and we've had that problem with the tugging. It's like it's a reoccurring theme.
Fucking it's tugging.
So I don't think an alternate host would work. Right now, the best thought that I can come up with is
Did someone say thought?
the best idea.
Oh my god, Kaz, you are beautiful!
The best idea I have is striking a pact with this Skyfolk. So that way they can at least come down or relinquish Winter Nymph.
Well,
For
you're
her
looking for a
duration of
new
the
god,
season.
aren't you?
I ain't
So,
doing that shit.
and Anzin would say,
You would have fucking killed that guy.
Anzin would say, so you're trying to contact the Skyfolk to try to get their Skyfolk out of the nymph?
That seems
No.
like a great idea.
No.
No?
We let Winter Nymph turn over and talk to that Skyfolk.
And then the Winter Nymph would say, I would never do such a thing. Last time something like that happened, one of my sisters died.
You're bound.
Well,
You're
it's
bound
been
right now.
happening, so...
And you've already turned and tried to kill us on the mountain.
Oh no, that was me.
Oh!
Oh, so you admit it. Okay.
Oh!
No, even no, it's okay.
No,
Even
no, so
afterward.
yeah, so the first part when you guys first found her, when she was struggling already, she was fighting you guys and fighting him, and then losing concentration there, he eventually took over and tried to fly away.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways,
Let's cut the wings off.
do you consent?
This is not a consenting issue.
She rolls her eyes at you, Aldor, and she says, "Does it look like I have an option?"
I mean, you do. We don't know what it is, but at least we. I mean, we got a flame dagger, so we can at least cauterize them as we cut them off.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's like
Yeah.
a lightsaber, except metal.
What's a lightsaber?
I don't know. I think he's talking about spiritual weapon.
Yeah, it's like a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Aldor takes 5 points of psychic damage.
all right. So
Reaching too far.
so again, she seems unconcerned by what may happen.
She
Spring,
doesn't give a shit.
yeah, she doesn't give a shit. Spring Nymph is obviously concerned, and Summer Nymph is, also doesn't care.
Man.
For these all-powerful that control the seasons, they sure don't do shit.
They don't know much. Do they, maybe they don't like garlic.
I love garlic.
Does anyone have garlic? We just rub her down with garlic. See what happens.
I'd like to make a history check on vampires.
I didn't say she's a vampire.
No, go for it. Go
Wait,
for
I
it.
know a lot about vampires. I've seen all of JoJo so far.
Go, just go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll.
We need a homo.
Garlic won't do shit.
Damn it! That's such a good idea.
For a vampire, garlic won't do shit.
Oh, Okay.
We need Hamon.
You know a lot about vampires.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like cut the wings off, or we talk to the damn thing.
If we cut the wings off, then we can talk to it, but since it can't fly away.
Anzen says, "Well, we can always just bring her to the Lycans, what we were supposed to do."
What do these wings look like?
What the Lycans do?
They look again very, very large bird wings. They
Are
span.
they pretty?
They're brown.
It'd be obvious that she was Skyfolk.
Yeah.
I think Kaz Birdman would like some nice shoulder decorations, anyways.
Oh yeah, you know I like to decorate.
Yeah. So I think this is
They
a
call me
win-win.
the Sky Folk anyway.
I think this is a win-win situation if we cut these things off.
If it's unanimous for you guys, then Plague would start cutting.
I don't trust Plague to cut.
Yeah. Well, no, he's being piloted by DM. It'll be fun.
No.
Disadvantage.
Let me do some test. Let me do some test rolls for you. Oh look, 2 natural ones.
Oh.
But how would you guys know? Dun-dun-dun-dun. No, I'll roll it on screen so you guys can see.
Or
I say that's an 11 and 3.
I mean,
know.
my carving ability was fantastic.
Enjoying
As
your
you-
$5.
What's your medicine?
My medicine?
Yeah.
1.
Your medicine combined with your sleight of hand.
No, it wouldn't be sleight of
wouldn't
hand.
work.
It would just be. It would just be.
I mean,
I would say either medicine or sleight of
nature.
hand. So.
or
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I'm
got
stealing
pretty
the
good
wing. I
sleight of
could
hand.
steal the wing.
No, no sleight of hand.
I
yeah,
get it.
it's
Yeah.
just how how
how Dex works.
So
I mean, my Dex is +3. Everyone else's higher.
I think Plague.
Plague would say if we're gonna use my dagger to cut off her wings, it'll be me using it.
You know, unless Azell just steals it from right out of your.
My daggers. I'm a rogue. And I can teleport. Let him do it.
All right, let him go for it.
I don't care.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, so Plague sleight of hand check on the wings.
Dun 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 dun. Oh,
Hey, that's pretty bad.
So
Ouch.
he
Did it work?
pulls out the dagger.
Why are there tiny flags around here?
and he forgot to ignite it.
No, he pulls out the dagger and then he snaps his left hand finger, and the dagger ignites, and then he starts cutting into the wing as the winter nymph starts screaming and yelling in pain.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
She's
and
being
then-
a pussy.
and then yeah, she is struggling, and then Plague kind of like loses the delicacy of the cut, and
No,
You
it's
fool.
my crown.
it's a pretty bad cut. You can see that the main joint is still connected onto her back.
Why do we fucking do this?
Sounded
Yeah.
like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. So yeah.
Um,
The cut got roughly halfway through. So it's not even off yet.
He has to go back in.
Who has a high medicine?
And then, yeah, Mirai would be like, please don't do that again, Plague.
We need to perform surgery. Who can do it?
Okay, I think I can. Hang on, let me see my medicine.
I got +3.
I got +6.
Oh, that's good. Do it.
That's
You-
good.
we need precise cuts. You need to remove that joint and get the rest of that shit off.
All right, I'm going in.
Go for it, man.
Give me the knife. Give me the knife. Go.
Plague says, no, this is my
What?
knife.
Like, give me the fucking knife.
No, this is my knife.
You're just fucking it up, dude.
No, because only I can make this knife light on fire. You know, here. And he reaches
Okay,
into his
give me
bag.
your hand, and I'll like guide your hand as you cut.
Oh, that's true. He attuned to it.
Yeah. He
Damn it.
pulls out a regular dagger and hands it to you. If you want to use a knife, use this.
Oof.
Whatever.
All right, so there went cauterize as we go. So
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it
put some
afterwards,
lay
it's
on
fine.
hands.
We'll just do it afterwards.
You know what? I got a better idea, Kaz. Why don't you knock her out with your giant hammer, and then there'll be no flinging around when she's, I'm cutting her.
Guys,
There's a difference
she's
between
bleeding
knocking
out.
knocking someone out with a hammer and smashing their head in, dude. This seems like an actual argument between me and Zeon.
Well, here. Okay, look. We'll stand her up, right? And then you just give her a nice bump with your pummel then until she knocks out. You just keep hitting her till she knocks out. Completely fine.
Wait, I don't have sleep, do I? No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No, no one has sleep.
I know someone who does. But you
Damage
guys
wakes
hate
him
her.
up.
Damage does wake him up.
Damage wakes him up.
Yeah. Someone has it, but you guys hate her.
I don't
Doesn't
hate
matter.
Vivian. I
Wait,
tolerate her.
Okay.
I tolerate you.
I have a profound hate.
Okay, so this is gonna be difficult, but I think I can do it. I think I can use Sacred Flame as I'm going.
We'll just do it
Sacred Flame's
afterwards.
a cantrip?
We'll just.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Aldor.
we were thinking.
You know,
fancy
No,
organizing
no,
as we go.
Let's just leave it.
Look,
afterwards,
here,
Aldor,
here.
what's-
Let me
what kind of
let me think of something.
Aldor, it's fine. What kind of weapon do you have?
Like, if you want to use Sacred Flame, I might let you.
No, there's a
But you
better
have
idea.
to
We have a
commit to
bonfire,
it.
Right? We have a bonfire, right?
Yeah, Mirai
Aldor,
has bonfire.
Put your broadsword in it.
I got a long sword, you dipshit.
Same thing. Heat up
Just
the
gonna
sword.
fucking-
Heat up the goddamn
fucking
sword,
berserk
and
into
we'll
us.
cauterize it afterwards. Start cutting.
Would bonfire be able to do that, Alvin?
Yeah, bonfire is a flame. So you heat up the sword, and then you're going to cut through, and then you guys will seal
Well, no,
it.
we're gonna use his medicine to use the regular dagger to fix this shit, and then we'll cauterize.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine.
All right. Yeah, that works.
All right, so we're going with that. Kaz, make a medicine check with a
This is the plan.
with a default
Don't fuck it
dagger.
up.
All right, Kaz. Moment of truth.
Oh, it's all on you.
Plus 6.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. What are we
You're
So-
cutting.
You're
You're
cutting.
cutting.
You're gonna take the default the default dagger and cut off the wing. Right?
You're gonna fix it. You're gonna
Taking
fix it
the
off.
joint as well because Plague
Okay,
fucked up
well,
on that. Oh, yeah.
think
I think we did it.
All right. So Aldor, just roll a flat d20, just very quick.
What could you possibly do
Okay. Okay.
wrong? You had
No,
one job.
no, yeah. No, it's just the timing on the cauterizing. But yeah. So Kaz, you unlike Plague, you put your knee on like the back of her head to make sure that she doesn't flail as much, and then you grab the part of the wing that Plague cut off, and you put the dagger at the joint, and you look at Aldor, who you see is heating up his longsword in the fire, and you do the whole 1, 2. And you raise your hand up and you jam the dagger into the socket and you pop the one wing out. and then Aldor immediately rushes over and places the blade on the
Jesus
heated
fucking
blade
Christ.
onto the body, and both of you guys are just pushing down on her. And congrats, you guys have one wing off.
We did it.
Yes.
All right. Okay,
Hell
but
yeah.
why are we doing this again so she won't fly away? Couldn't we just clip him?
No, this is like. I think this is connected to the thing possessing her.
Everybody's just like, no, stop trying to think around this. We've already done it.
No. My theory is actually, I think this is connected to the possession. We get rid of him and fix something here. I don't know how this
Alright,
works.
round two,
I don't know
round
how this works. This is my idea, and no one else had anything better. So that's what we're doing.
I feel kind of bad about this, Dad.
We're like doctors in the 1600s right now.
You guys Spring Nymph throws up. You would see that she is throwing up different fluids of like green, blue, and pinkish.
Hey,
This
I'm
is
gonna need you to relax over there.
I'm
I'm trying to perform a surgery. You
Apparently I've also
want me
used
to
summer
fuck
nymph.
this up? Come on.
He's a
Keep it
good
together.
doctor.
Hey! Couldn't we have used Summer Nymph?
To
Whatever.
yeah,
Whatever.
you guys
It's
could have.
moderate.
Decided this is what
You
we're
guys could have.
doing.
But yeah,
There's a lot
winter
of things we could have done. We are now
winter nymph.
Hindsight.
Winter Nymph was so she was flailing around underneath you guys as you guys are pushing her down, and then she just goes limp.
KO limp or
I think the pain was a little much.
Yeah, technically, usually when someone gets cauterized, it's enough pain to kind of knock them out.
Okay, so take this opportunity to get the other one off.
all right, come on, Kaz.
Oh God, I feel bad about
You
this.
got this. She's gonna wake up a better person.
Oh no! Oh no! Gonna wake up a better person.
So so as you go to cut the other wing off, you take a deep breath. You're like, okay, 1,
How hard was it?
2, because you have to get into the socket and then pop it out and then cut through, right? So you're trying to position yourself correctly, and you go to 2, 3. You raise your hand up, and as you raise your hand up, the whole body flings you up, and you lose your balance and you fall off. And
Oh,
she
okay.
is flailing about once more, and then she flips onto her back, realizing that you guys are cutting off her wings. And yes, her eyes are completely brown at this point.
Oh.
And then
Well, we got one thing
not
done.
happy.
and
She
then-
can't fly away.
yeah, and then she will start yelling, "What are you fools doing? I'm trying to get back home. You just took away one of my wings. What the fuck?"
Yeah. You're lucky.
think
You're fucking lucky. I didn't just cut you in half just now. Jesus Christ.
Right, who are you?
You can
And
have
he's
the
like,
wing back when you're.
"So help me God, I hope Elena keeps you guys alive so I can kill you."
Right, that's cool and everything, but who are you?
And then,
Threats-
yeah, and
threats
then,
just
and then he was like, "You Gaians don't have the right to know my name."
Okay, that's fine.
Well, it's from
So,
my
the
position.
Skyfolk.
All right, pig her back down. Let's get the second wing going.
Yeah, let's get that other wing off, guys.
Okay, so go ahead. Both.
Aldor's good at this part.
Actually, piss me off.
Aldor,
I'm taking
Aldor, heat up the sword.
Okay,
Oh,
If this guy
no,
doesn't
I'm
want
good
to talk,
at
we're taking the other wing.
so
I'm
so
good at pinning.
so Aldor, roll with double advantage. Since you got Kaz and Azell helping you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so just add another +5 to whatever that is. Not that one. That one.
So with all three of you guys working together, you guys managed to flip the Winter Nymph back over to onto her stomach, face facing down. Once more, Aldor, you have the vast majority of your body on the upper torso, keeping her down. Since you are the heaviest of the group, you are the hardest of the group.
Mm.
I
is
have the
hard.
heaviest armor. Okay.
No,
Shut
Aldor.
so
Yeah.
so Azell, you grab her legs and you make sure that she doesn't flail around. You guys don't have anyone to cauterize anymore, but
Summer Nymph.
We'll just run around. It's fine.
Kaz.
I'll lay on hands this one.
Okay, so Kaz, go ahead and make another medicine check.
Wait, Kaz.
Medicine or oh yeah.
Yeah.
Medicine.
Before you do it, I'm just gonna say to the sky
you-
thing.
Mhm.
This is the last chance. If he wants to talk, you gotta do it now. Otherwise, we're taking this wing off.
Oh,
gagged
yeah.
him.
Face down. Face down.
No, lift his head up.
So, Aldor lifts his head up, and he's like, "I just want to get home."
That's
Alright,
a no.
take the wing.
All right, get the wing.
And then she poof back into the dirt. And then go ahead and make a medicine check, Kaz.
Guidance.
Yeah,
I
you
should've
could-
said- I was. Yeah, you should.
Wait. Wait. If you want to, because you don't use it too often, I'll allow this slip up. But I think you touch one willing creature. Yeah, you could do this on yourself if you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I guided
What's
myself.
guidance?
Okay. So
It gives him plus.
roll additional d4.
Well, I mean, I think he kind of. I think it was enough.
We want it plenty high.
It was good enough. 16.
So 16.
And 16. So yeah, so now that this person's completely stable, and now that you realize, oh, this is a skyfolk, I don't care if I hurt this person anymore. You don't even come through. You just and right there, yeah, that's a dunk. And then you pop the wing out and you start cutting deep in, and then this guy is flailing around, screaming his fucking heart out. Before finally the wing gets torn off, and then Anzen comes over and unbinds the wings, and then he checks his
rope.
His rope.
He's fine.
Yep, it's
I
good.
think we're good
Yeah,
interrogators, guys.
Yeah, and then you lay on hands the wound.
I'll dump 5 points.
Okay, 5 points of lay on hands onto the wound, and then the body is still flailing, trying to throw you guys off. But yeah.
Okay.
All right,
flip
Kaz,
him
I
over.
think you're good.
So Kaz, you want to pick up the wings?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the wings.
They're probably pretty fly.
Make a. Oh no. Well, okay, I'm gonna drag you. Hold on. So, with your passive perception, you would see this as you go to pick up the wings. You see a brand of Azell, a very very small brand of Azell on the wing, like on the main base of the wing. You there?
Yeah, I'm here
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick up the wings. I'm gonna roll him over, and I'm gonna drop him in front of his face.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put you back then. All right.
I'm not sure how this is how it now works, but let's go with it.
All right. So
Whatever.
so Kaz picks up the wings and drops it in front of the nymph, the winter nymph. Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
What?
What do you mean?
Is she
What?
awake? Is she awake?
I mean, his face is in the ground.
Flip him
Well,
over.
I'm gonna use my foot
Guys.
to kick him over so he's
Guys,
like
let's get
facing
off. Let's flip
upwards.
him over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys flip him over, and then
Ready to talk?
yeah, Kaz holds the wing in front of this nymph's face, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And then he looks at it. He's like, "I have no idea what that is."
I'm gonna pull out my holy symbol and shove it in his face. You don't know
What's
what
going
this
on?
is?
So
Whoa,
now
whoa, 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 Kaz, what's
happening?
going on?
Hey, calm down, bro. Bad cop. Back off.
Oh. So Kaz, you guys would see that Kaz is pointing at this tiny little brand, roughly around like 2 or 3 inches long, branded on the wing, the base of the wing of this wing. And it's the same symbol, the symbol of Azell.
Oh,
Traitor.
bollocks.
And then yeah, he's like, I have no idea what that is. I've never seen it before.
Wait, how do you get these wings?
They grew.
When
The winter nymph, when she saved this person, he turned into like this light that dissolved into a light, and then next thing you knew, these wings protruded out of her back. And then,
Oh my god.
and then next thing she knew, she was standing in front of the nymph.
So did Azell already claim this one?
No. I'm gonna go over to the winter nymph is still tied up, right?
Yeah.
You guys are talking to the winter nymph.
Oh,
wait,
same person.
Yeah.
Same person.
It's split personality disorder.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, right now it's the sky guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the winter nymph's body.
Wow. Okay.
We're having a
Wait.
revelation here.
Yes and no. I have to wait because I need to talk to the winter nymph.
Well, let's continue messing with this guy.
Yeah, let's take his legs, dude.
Let's take his leg.
No,
Everything
no,
we're doing is fucking with the
no,
winter nymph, though.
No. God.
I don't know.
When did these guys turn into chaotics?
I've always been chaotic.
The summer nymph will come over and she'll be like, I won't get a chance to do this ever again. So kicks the winter nymph in the face. And
she
she
has good reason.
yeah, and then she's like, "You sky folk think you can walk among us? Get your bloody ass out of here, or else I'm gonna kill you."
Whoa.
Oh.
And she's like, "Oh," she like flaps her arms. She's like, "Oh, that felt good. That felt good."
Whoa.
and yeah, she just walks away. She's like, "No, you don't understand. It's not too often I get to kick my older sister." And have a reason to do it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alright.
So now that we've
So-
taken your wings,
What's your plan now?
what do you want to do now?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
What
there's fear in her eyes as she's contemplating the situation.
If we can do that, think what else we could do.
I could do a whole lot.
Okay,
yeah.
you're pressing it a bit too hard there.
We have a surgeon.
We have a surgeon. And then
Start with the fingernails.
and then she's like, I don't know what you want more from me. There's nothing I can do for you.
We kind of want the winter nymph back and you out of the winter nymph. That's kind of what we want.
I don't even know how I got in here.
Oh no, he's a victim.
And now look at that. He has turned the
Okay.
tables. Now you guys are the bad guys.
We're the villains of this story?
No. What a twist.
Okay. Story time. Alright, DM, tell us a story. What happened? How did we get to this point?
What do you mean?
What? How? Why? Okay.
What are you talking
So we
about?
tell him. What
Okay.
Yes.
So what he means by story time is he wants to get this person, this NPC, up to date what has
Exposition
happened.
dump, go.
Yeah, exposition. So and now you're on the floor. and then he's just like, yeah, I remember killing her. Yeah, something was telling me to kill her.
So he admits it.
Oh my god!
She
Oh.
I fucking knew it!
this person was just so mad at her and
Oh my.
wanted her to die, and she realized since I am a skyfolk that it's an
the
honor.
perfect crime!
Oh my god!
The butler did it!
Fucking crime!
It's an
The
honor
butler did it!
to kill a nymph of the Gaians. This and it worked. It fixed my wings and I was ready to fly back, but I lost control and I've been here ever since.
Skyfolk's a
Hey,
good guy. We took his wings. No.
Aldor thinks he's figured it out too.
I'm pretty sure everyone's figured it out.
The butler did it. I mean,
Okay. Do you guys remember the story of the water nymph, Azell, and all that?
Yes.
mhm.
Yes.
What was pouring out of the fall nymph's body?
Water.
Yes. So was she the water nymph?
You could put two and two together, but you don't
This
know for
isn't
sure.
the winter nymph? Confused.
Anyways.
Yeah, confused.
Is this not the winter nymph?
Just confused me.
No,
the the fall nymph.
Okay,
The
so
corpse, using
yeah.
the last of her power, she was still giving water to the land. The nymph that Azell was jealous of, whoever the hell it was, no, not Kulama.
Kazdran Ghoul.
Was jealous of Kazdran Ghoul because Kazdran Ghoul fell in love with the water nymph. Was the fall nymph the water nymph?
I mean, the fall nymph was spewing out water out of her carcass.
I figured this all out last session, but I didn't want to say anything to look like an idiot in case I was wrong. Like, I had just been sitting on this information for like a few sessions, and I was just like, oh. When you guys were all like, when you guys were first like, Vivian did it, I was just like, oh.
Yep. All right.
All right. Mystery solved.
So it was Azell. But what is the mask about?
Fuck if I know.
But
So basically,
Sky Guy's a good guy.
This guy
was fine. We're sorry.
the sky guy was killed the fall nymph
Yeah.
in order to get his wings back.
Yeah.
So Azell gave him back his wing.
Yeah, from what you guys can tell, Azell was angry, obviously, at the fall nymph, possibly at the fall nymph, thus branded the skyfolk and took his ability to flight away. Thus, he plunged to the ground.
Yeah.
Where Winter nymph found him, and
So,
then
Winter
since
Nymph's the bad guy.
right, sure. And then after he took control of Winter Nymph and killed Fall Nymph, he got his wings back and attempted to fly away, but then Winter Nymph took back over and is now protecting her sisters from the Skyfolk.
Wait, Winter Nymph was complicit?
What?
So
Was she?
so
No, I'm
when
trying to figure out.
when
Winter Nymph is a victim.
yeah
Still.
yeah Winter Nymph was not conscious when
It seemed like she willed him to kill her or something.
No, she wasn't conscious when he took over. Once he took over, he went in and killed the Fall Nymph.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
and then after that traumatic experience, Winter Nymph came back to consciousness and held him against
Okay,
him.
so we still need to get this guy out of here.
Yes, but
Everyone's
we're in
a
a
victim
tough spot.
here. Everyone is a victim here.
We're all the victim of his goddamn god.
Yep. Looks at Kaz.
Your god isn't the god of jealousy.
My god is a god of a lot of things. Okay.
A lot of
We can say that now.
Yeah, Kaz. If you don't remember, she has asked you to do stuff. as
Yes,
well.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of stuff?
I have a side mission. Okay.
Oh, thanks for telling us.
I have to return something.
Don't we all?
I'm a courier.
That's fine. Okay,
Um.
we're ignoring that and not pretending he actually said it. Or what? Okay, so now that the
Yes.
god's involved,
Great. So we need to. Right now, we need to revive Fall Nymph and.
reviving Fall Nymph is not happening with Azell involved.
Oh, boy. This prayer.
I have to return
Now-
something.
Yes, Kaz. What?
I have a ball of yarn.
What?
you do not have a ball of yarn.
I have a theoretical ball of yarn.
Who cares?
Okay,
Trust me.
Kaz. We wish for more explanation.
Do the thing.
Okay, I think I can revive the fall nymph.
How?
You
Um,
son of a bitch, Alvin.
What? I gave you the key this early, and it just
No,
hit.
I was thinking,
You just
I was thinking, I wonder if it is. I'd better wait and accuse Alvin yet. Son of a bitch, Alvin.
So a while ago, I had this dream, right? Remember when I was freaking out all the time? So I had
Yes.
this.
Nothing new.
just laughing maniacally.
So I had this dream about Zyzel, and She met me in this really pretty place, and I thought it was grass, but it wasn't grass, and it was strings. And basically, she told me that she did a thing she's not proud of, and she kind of wants me to right the wrongs, and she gave me what I imagined to be a soul.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
Where do we put the soul?
I have to give it back, she says.
Okay, so I guess we're going back into Falls territory.
Damn.
All right. So
Oh! That's why the stupid Grick didn't attack us.
No, that's because I passed my animal handling check.
Oh, why did you pass your animal handling check?
Because I had a god on my side.
Sure, let's call it that.
Alright.
We have to go retrieve a body.
So you guys still have the winter nymph bounded.
We still do need to take care of.
We should unbind.
No, it's an evil sky person.
Oh, that one's an evil sky person.
And then Plague's like, well, even if we unbind him, where's he gonna go?
He'll run.
I say we leave the NPCs at camp and we go back and retrieve Fallen Nymph's body.
Oh yeah, always leave me at camp. You know, I am a Nook and Cranny. Anson.
Anzen, can you see in the dark?
Yes.
you can.
He
All
bitched
right,
out
you're
last
hired.
time we went down there.
I was the first one down there with Azell, and then she tried to rape me.
Then he ran like a little bit.
You tried to rape me!
I take no part.
Techno fart?
What? Take no part.
Take no part.
Oh, you take no part. Oh.
I don't admit to that.
Well, who are you gonna believe? The leader of Nook and Cranny or some side chick?
Some side chick.
What? I'm a side chick?
What?
I'm about to slap someone.
Do it, pussy.
Okay.
Stop.
I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him.
He's
Hold my
not
weave,
a gnome.
Aldor.
Azell, he is not a gnome. You cannot punt him.
That's right. That's what the other guy's for.
Make a quick history check. Any one of you. Any one of you.
Of punting halflings.
Anyone?
Yeah, anyone, yeah. Just or just Aldor or Azell, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Plus.
Aldor don't know.
Azell, you know.
Is there a history of punting at halflings?
Halflings are the smallest race.
I thought
Right.
gnomes were.
Nope.
Oh, he's more ideal than gnomes.
But you don't get the same. You don't get the same heft and feel. Poor Anzen. He's just sitting there.
Anzen has his hands up. And he's like, do it.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fucking
I'm
dare
ready.
you. If you're gonna do it, make an attack roll.
Use the cloak.
Are you stopping me? Yes, use the cloak.
You still gotta make an attack roll with it.
Are you stopping me, Aldor?
I would.
Okay. So then roll with.
I would.
If you're attacking, you can roll with double disadvantage.
I give up.
Hey, you might still get it.
I might
No.
win. I might win.
It's just a double
But is it worth
disadvantage.
Is it worth it?
Do a quick athletics check. No.
Okay.
Is it worth it? Why is Anson starting shit? I don't know.
Because he's tired of babysitting.
Well, you signed up to be the leader, and that is your job.
Fine.
Alright.
Fine. Casey, you can come back now. Apparently we're babysitters.
This is true.
No. Casey was a member. You were also babysitting her.
Leave, please.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you guys are making your way back to the fall nymph zone. Once where you guys would have to travel into the water. You guys are leaving all the NPCs behind, including the other nymphs.
I think we have to.
The spring nymph will want to come with you.
Why? I get why.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Fine.
And then you guys would leap into the water. I'm not gonna make you guys roll because you guys will eventually, because you guys like, okay, either
Before we leave, I look at both the other two and I say, "No fighting. I will kick both your asses if you do."
okay.
You
But-
saw what I did to that wizard. If I'll come back and I'll do it to you.
But I will say it'll be a lot harder for you guys to swim with your armor on. So you guys will have to dismount it.
I'll take it.
Otherwise, someone will have to stay back.
Well, I can't stay back. No, you know what? I'll stay back.
I don't.
No, I guess we don't.
No,
have
just
anybody
kidding.
to watch.
Okay, so,
Fine. Aldor will stay.
and the other two dismounts.
The tank is staying.
You pretty much have safe passage.
Yeah, I guess. Fine.
Okay.
I'll escort the soul guy.
Okay, so you guys take off you guys' armor, put it down next to Aldor, and then you guys jump in, and then the spring nymph follows. You guys make your way back through the caves. Alright, seeing all the Gricks, now seeing the spring nymph, they get a little bit agitated. But then, Kaz, you instinctively just raise up your hand, and you're like, and then like they pull back, and then you guys have to climb up that wall that leads to the fall nymph. And then once where you guys see the fall nymph being guarded by the alpha Grick, which is wrapped around its body. The once more her chest is open, and water is spewing out from her stomach region. And then
You have the mask, right?
Huh?
I'm talking to Kaz. Mask, right?
What? No, I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna go up.
No, the nymph mask.
Oh, I have it, man.
You have it in the bag of holding.
Well, yeah. Do
I
need that?
believe that's of importance.
I think it's her face. I think we need to put it next to
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna. I'll set it. I'll gently place it on her face. If the Grek lets me.
Yeah, the Greg flexes you.
Thanks, bud. Okay. I will then start by lighting several incense.
Oh my god.
I will take the formal crisscross applesauce position.
Crisscross applesauce.
The formal.
All right. As we join here today to worship the god of death, Azell, everyone, crisscross applesauce.
Everyone, get on the ground.
That's how I imagine all the Church of Azell is doing. And it's just fucking hilarious. Anyways, yeah. So you light up the incense. You sit down, crisscross applesauce. You have your holy symbol laid on your lap, as well as you begin to meditate and concentrate on this piece of yarn that's attached to your soul. You see this collaboration of different strings you assume to be as your soul, and the different strings that attach to other people that you have relationships with. But one that stands out in particular is the blue one that was gifted to you. Then your physical body then pinches a part of your chest and starts pulling something out, something invisible to the naked eye. And then you gently push it forward as it slowly but surely will connect to this body. After which the yarn gets unraveled and starts pulling more than you anticipated, and you instinctively cut it with your hand. Ting! And for a brief moment there is silence. You could hear the spring nymph shivering from being cold, but breathing uncontrollably, seeing this horrific sight in front of her. But a moment of silence passes, and the water stops flowing. This corpse, its right hand starts raising up into the sky before reaching down and taking off the mask. And she speaks. What is this?
Hello. I have given you back your soul, I guess.
I guess.
It was taken away from you, and I'm just here to return it for you.
Your voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Do you?
And then she starts chuckling.
You gonna be okay?
And then the Grek unwinds itself and stands between you and her. Stands tall between you and her, and then looks down at you, and then does like a nice nod before slithering away.
Oh, nice.
And then the spring nymph will come up and be like, "Oh, you're talking. You're alive." And she's like, "Yeah. Who are these others? Like, oh, they're travelers from another world. They came to apparently save you, and I'm so happy you're alive. There's so much that we need to talk about." But and then she looks down, and yes, once more you can see that her chest is still open.
Oh,
It's fine.
Yeah. And
Is this
then
normal?
you don't know. You're not there, Aldor.
I know.
And then she feels around, and once more she hands back the mask, and she's like, "This isn't mine."
Well then,
okay.
just a creepy,
I'll take
creepy
the
face.
Yeah, you take the mask, and then yeah, she doesn't try to stand up because obviously she can't. Her legs are still somewhat paralyzed and destroyed.
Can't quite feel him yet.
Yeah.
Let's carry her back. We got no time for this.
Through the water.
Through the water.
And then
It's
This
easier
is,
going out.
and Spring Nymp's like, wait, well, why don't we just bring like the lichens here? Why can't we talk here?
Aldor's the lore master.
Should we even move the fall nymph?
I don't know.
She is in
Her chest
extreme
is a-
critical condition.
Yeah, her chest is like open, so.
Make a medicine check.
Surgery that shit.
All right. All right.
Here we go. You're doing pretty good.
All right.
Whoa.
Fixed it.
So, Kaz, you figured with several dumps of cure wounds, lay on hands, healing words, any and all type of healing, right? It's gonna take a while to heal, but using any type of spell to heal it will expedite it. Like a prayer of healing as well will increase the healing process.
Okay,
But
you guys just want to start dumping on her with fucking heels.
I can't. I'm outside.
I got nothing.
Oh.
So you want to switch out, Azell?
But depending, looking at this damage, that 25, looking at all this damage, it's gonna take a long time before it's fully healed. But it's gonna be about a day and a half before she can even walk again.
Yeah, so Kaz, how is she even alive right now?
Medical science kid.
Explanation.
Gods and nymphs. Yeah, you know.
I really don't.
you can make an Arcana check.
Oh, make an Arcana check, dude.
I have to do it. I was asking the guy who analyzed the wound. How is this happening?
She really shouldn't be alive, but she is.
So-
I gave her her
so-
soul back, I guess.
Azell, you get the idea, right? You know, you've studied Fae for a long time, so you get the idea that
Shit's crazy.
even after her death, she still had enough energy and power to continue feeding her critters, right? And flourishing her land, right? You don't know how much power she had left,
Yeah.
but she still had a substantial amount to make a lake, a waterfall, and not only that, but now that she has her spirit back, she probably has even more than anticipated.
So will it kill her to remove her from here?
She's in critical condition.
Her physical critical condition is
Yeah, but she might be
So if we want, we might be able to make a camp down here, and me and Aldor can heal her over several days.
okay. So with the 25, you can justify that once more healing her for a day's worth will probably help allow her to stand up and like walk a little bit, but you guys will have to go through water. You guys do have a decently sized skin of a displacer beast to help the healing process as well.
That'll do something.
How will that help?
Like it's like a makeshift band-aid almost, but it's huge. It's like if you I imagine if you're trying to like keep like her insides clean, you can use it to like, you know, cover as you guys are swimming.
It's just-
Yeah,
but
and like mending
at
it to the body.
same time, I believe that is more valuable as a piece of equipment.
Is it?
I'm just saying, if you guys want to get her out quicker, these are some options.
I'm ready to go now.
Well, okay. I would like to bring up once again, if we take 2 days, me and or like a day or so, me and Aldor can heal her. But
I'll go get
then we can
Aldor.
move her.
And then
I'm
Aldor would
tapping
have to
out. I'm
spend-
going to get Aldor.
Okay.
Azell, wait, Azell. I have a suggestion with you. You
Hmm.
can use the cloak to make a hole.
And punch her?
To get out.
You
Oh,
can make a new hole.
are we underground?
Yes, you guys are.
Yes.
You will have to punch upwards.
God.
And drag you out? Ugh.
Hell no. I'm heavy. I'm heavier than you, I think.
At this point, yeah, you would be.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go get Aldor.
Okay. And you can stay outside.
No, instead he's gonna find the exact location where you guys are and punch downwards.
Hell, that would work too, honestly.
And cause a cave in? No.
Yes,
No.
please.
No.
Alright.
Kills everyone. Quest over.
So once more, it's gonna take a day and a half for her to be able to walk. If you guys want her to swim, it's gonna be even longer.
It's going to take 8 hours for me to switch on to cure wounds anyway.
Okay. So you guys tap out, you guys swap places, and you guys will then start the healing process by slowly dumping in your spells.
There went 1, 2, 3 second levels. 1, 2, 3, 4
Damn.
first levels. Just on cure wounds.
Yeah, you don't have. I
And-
don't think you have any healing spells queued up.
So yeah, it's already going to take me 8 hours to switch them out.
Oh, Kaz has a healing.
That doesn't.
I have healing. What do I have? Healing word. I have cure wounds and then mass
No.
healing word.
You
Oh.
don't have cure wounds.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't.
you took that off.
So
Dispel healing, mass healing word, and
I don't think we want AoE concentrated heal right now.
It's the heal he's got though.
Yeah.
no,
so
he has different charges of healing word. So
Mm.
he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 healing words. Oh wait, 12. Sorry, 12 healing words that he can use.
All right. Start pumping them out.
So
I'll be right back.
So first, Alright, so I use 35 points for the lay on hand. Then
wait.
change over to cure wounds.
Oh shit, you do have 40. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. I used 5 on the cauterize.
Yep. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 healing words. Because you haven't cast a spell this today.
I have healing word? No, I
Or-
have cure wounds.
You have cure wounds. Oh, seven cure wounds.
But I didn't have it queued up at first, so
Oh, right.
I didn't have it prepared, so I still gotta repair that shit.
Yep.
So 35 points, prepare.
Well, hear me out. You can inflict wounds.
No.
Do it.
Nice try. No.
Alright, so it takes what, like
Long rest to prep.
okay.
And then at the same time, after long rest, I get lay on hands back. So in other words, we're just sitting here dumping our healing, going back to sleep.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock now. Do you guys want to stop? Or you guys want to keep going? Plague was the only
I
reason
got
why we
no-
stopped. So
Yep.
wait, actually I have some errands to run.
You son of a bitch.
So once Kaz gets back, I'll run like a little bit longer and then I'll have to go. Okay, so I have to go soon, so I'm just gonna speed this up a bit. So it takes you guys roughly about 1.5, almost 2 days to fully heal her after dumping all your spells into her and everything. As of right now, you guys are spellless and lay on hands is all used
Okay.
up. Right, took everything that you guys had to speed it up to this point. And then she starts walking once more. While you guys were doing the healing process, you guys would notice that she is missing an organ. Don't know what the organ does, but she is missing an organ.
Don't need it.
Medicine checks. Aldor might know.
It's a heart. She's missing her heart.
Don't need it.
Yep. And fey creatures are weird.
It's pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, but she is missing her heart.
Who has it?
Well, yeah. So
Azell.
you guys Zyzel does not
Oh.
have it. You guys have used up all your spells, so you guys will then help her swim out. But then as you guys get to the water, you realize that she can just walk on it, and you guys are like, oh, damn.
Is there another exit?
No, we have to go under. This is always the fun part, and then she just kind of falls into it.
Okay.
and then she gets gushed outwards, and then you guys will also get gushed outwards, and then yeah, you guys will resurface back up, and you see Azell.
About goddamn time.
Took
Do
you
we see
fucking
Azell?
long enough.
Do we see Azell?
Do they?
Do you? Do you?
Stealth check.
All right.
Oh, yep,
Nope.
Yep.
I see Azell.
yep. You guys see
don't.
Azell. Yeah, but
I
yeah,
have a +6. Oh
That's-
damn! Damn!
yeah,
I see Azell.
yeah.
Goddamn.
Kaz sees it too. Has a passive of 18, man.
Even with our passives, we still see you. Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't. Kaz does.
Yeah. So yeah, so you guys will get back. Azell, you had to do some small game hunting while you're up there waiting for them to fucking surface.
No
Yeah.
fish?
No fish.
No.
No fish. But then you guys make it back to the crossroads, and yeah, that's where we'll pick up.
Okay, sounds good. This was a good session actually.